Ladies and gents, welcome. This time you guys can hear me clearly because I'm not outside. Inside at work still cleaning one of these aircrafts. But other than that though, welcome to this Friday's podcast. It's a little bit earlier than usual because I got some business to take care of. So, for this week 104, sessions 506 to 510, for this week on November 26th and November 30th, is this week's podcast, Friday podcast. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I go by the name of Chinchilla Q, or known as Q Moore of XLockerProductions.com, or as well, business-minded leaders, aka the Roses Wolves Den, Mark, as well, Midnight's Classic Soul, aka the Lounge. And speaking of Midnight's Classic Soul, aka the Lounge, I, ladies and gents, have a very big announcement. I will be coming back on the radio airwaves sometime for the end of this month. I'm super excited about that. One of little birthday gifts I got myself a couple weeks ago, an early birthday gift. My birthday was on Wednesday, on the 28th, so big 31, things of that nature. But one of the birthday gifts I got a new making machine from this company called Native Instruments. Also known, well, the product is called Machine, and it's spelled differently. It has an S in it. It was not. And I used a little program off of my iPhone and my iPad. So a couple of my instrumental albums I actually created from the little program that they have for Apple, and I created some songs and tracks you guys heard in the background wherever I have it like that. I had an create some of the tracks off the iPad and it's my iPhone, literally. So a couple of instrumental albums that have some extra those. But when a little DJ program they still had a Thanksgiving sale. That's how that was. So the little Thanksgiving sale that these cats had, the little DJ program was half price for lunch. So from there, I was like, hey, this is what's up. You know, like this is dope that they have it, have an extra price for it. So hold on real quick, ladies and gents. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. That's another second. Before getting distracted on, have to pull up one of these trucks because when people decide to distract and leave, and bring everything up and whatever. When we talk about the new program that I use and everything, how dope it is. At the same time, the same company I'm looking for has a sale or whatever, to which one of the DJ programs is actually, well, even $50 off. So it's like literally $50. So I was like, hey, that's a blessing right there. So I went ahead and ordered the little price thingy, little upgrade this morning. And I'm like, cool, because I'm gonna play around with it, see if it works on the old little websites I use to do the DJing with and everything. And after that, I'm gonna be back online. I've been talking about coming back to the radio show for a long time now, and I am excited, ladies and gents, to actually come back on the big era of things on the radio show. So stay tuned. That right there is really good. It's actually going to be a pretty big hit next week. Because next week, I will have the next instrumental album of Defo Faladino. Probably chapter 12. Well, probably chapters 11 and 12. Death Roses. That's coming out. Certain tracks I had created last year. If you guys, plus we go on iTunes, Spotify. I think I might have the Apple everywhere. Or if not, just go to Spotify or Apple Music. I have a motivational mixtape called When the Wolves Come Volume 1 or something like that. If you listen to some of the instrumentals on that compilation for the motivation, it's like motivational mixtape where I break down certain topics and things. And it actually it has a twist to it. It has a twist to it. Like you can play the album forward, but you play the album from bottom going to top, and you hear a whole different experience as to how that whole compilation comes in. So I gave it a nice little twist to it. But apart from the twist, some of the instrumentals from that compilation will be on this EP. Will be on this instrumental album. And I was put out on December 21st, but I said, now let me put out December 2nd because EP I was going to put out for the rapping part, I decided not to put it out. All because I didn't really like the lyrical content I was saying on it. At the same time, it was just too... It was, and it felt right. And it felt right. And those are guys that kind of hear my music and kind of know the brand a little bit. You know what the tagline is for my instrumentals. So I was like, let me not do the opposite of what I said I was going to be doing. And let me just go ahead and just keep it 1% real. So that's what we're doing. Keep everything 1% real. But nevertheless, that instrumental album is coming out next week. So I gotta get something else in order to prep for that. And then after that, let's go. So this is gonna be the month. So December gonna be the month of, basically November was the month of learning something new. Even when turning the tender age of 31 and things of that nature. Because I really was not into the birthday mood this year. But some of my peoples, my coworkers that told me some things, like you need to celebrate yourself. And I'm more of a busybody now than I have before in a long time. So I'm behind, as you guys know, tend to want to do everything. And I'm now learning in my journey of life that you do need to take a break. You do need to just not let your mind just continue to go forward with a whole lot of things. So, you know, and ask for help from time to time. So I've been learning how to, so I'm really learning how to do that. Because normally I just be like, I gotta do this, gotta do that, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm like, you know what, let me just relax a little bit. So I will be doing that this week. But I will be doing, hopefully I will be doing a comeback radio show. So I'm excited. Because that was one of my activities I was doing before I didn't have a job. And things that I need to feel cool a little bit. Because I was doing college. I started going for a job. So I didn't have a job for a minute. So I do online DJing. Thanks to a couple of friends of mine. That's the network off of Facebook and things like that. These are my brothers for life. They like, sure, literally. And they put me up on game of how DJ online. After that, it was like, let's go. So, like I said before, y'all, I'm excited to come back on air. And I can't wait to come back. I've got the sessions lined up what I'm going to do. Bringing back some old school stuff I did back in the day. And try to change up the format. So next year it's going to be a little more different. I'm going to try to have more call-ins and things of that nature. And have a permanent website to which, well, permanent radio website to which I'll let you guys know I'll be broadcasting it. That way I keep myself busy and focused on my goals at hand, as opposed to just be like, okay, we're just going to do this a couple of days. You know, I used to do the radio DJ thing like damn near every day. Different sessions. having fun with it. It's something about music that makes you feel good. Depending on what you listen to though. Some music you can't really listen to like that. It makes you kind of crazy. But certain types of music though, will make you feel good. But nevertheless though, ladies and gents, we're gonna get on with this podcast. This is why, for some of you like, he should do a radio show. I started off with a movie show. I actually started as a freestyler. Freestyler, almost like battle rap, something like that. Freestyler since I was young. Then it came to the music production. Then it came to the DJing, which goes hand in hand with it. And then I started doing the podcasting because I mimic the radio folks and I know how they get down when it comes to podcasting themselves and how they speak. So that's why you guys hear me say, welcome, it's your boy. You also know it's Keymore Good Rock Production. King.com. That's why. So with that, as I'm cleaning, because I got to take some business at work, let's get on with this week's post for the podcast. And each and every one of them has one word. I mean, one word only. I didn't get into full details of, certain topics like, oh yeah, no, it's literally one word topics. So, if I can remember them off the top of my head, for November 20. Let me take a look real quick and see if I got the date right. So for November 26, 2018, Blessed Mondays, the word for the day was strength. The reason why I had the words of the day this week was because last Sunday I didn't get home till like a little bit later. I was kind of upset because I didn't want to do it on overtime. Some of y'all might say, why you want to do that? You guys hear me in the background, moving stuff around, moving back around, opening up tray tables on these aircraft and things of that nature. I'm what you call a cabin cleaner on the job. What we do is we get on the aircraft, we clean them up. For those of you that fly out a lot, we make sure that aircraft look good for you guys and things of that nature. Been working at LAX for 6 years, so I've been doing this for about the past 6 years since 2012. Something like that. And I'm very good at what I do at my job. Literally. I'll put it this way, the Kobe of the job, the LeBron James of the job, and things of that nature, only because of how I operate. Good thing, son. Could easily take the little manager or whatever position job. I choose not to for various reasons. Part of those reasons is normally not because I don't want to do it. You have to remember other elements around the company, things of that nature, different bosses and their attitudes and their pride. And that's the reason why you guys will hear me say on the podcast is fuck whatever title that you have and things of that nature. There's a reason why I say that a lot. It's a whole lot of prideful types of people that do doing that. Those that both they've been working at the airport for such an amount of years, but at the same time, we don't come and help out the employees on certain big aircrafts that have about 15 minutes or less, which has blankets and things of that nature. It shows that all that talk is just talking at your ass and not really, benefiting. And of course, managers should not be helping at the same time, stuff like that. I understand that part, but at the same time, show your coworkers that you actually about your business. And then you start seeing people, which is kind of ironic, start stepping up, and say, okay, we can work with this person because this leader has showed us that they actually care. Folks like that people care. Especially workers who be at the low part of the food chart. Those that are very timid and afraid to make a change. But the crazy thing is, because of my own business I do, I can deal with the bullshit and stuff only because I'm in control of my own business. I also know how to talk to people. And I also know that if anything goes wrong, it of course gonna be on me and my business, but at the same time, I ain't gonna get fired behind something else. So that's the benefits and things of that. At the same time, you have to put the work in and everything. But with that though, ladies and gents, for the word that I was putting, because I was feeling some type of way, and on Monday and Tuesday, my birthday was coming up. So it's kind of funny when you feel down about it. I mean, get all these start feeling down about it, but once you start, you have good friends and things of that nature, to talk to you, things get better. And they're like, okay, like you understand it, stuff like that. You're gonna start seeing life from that perspective. So for the word on Monday was strength. The reason why I said strength for the word on Monday was because there's a whole lot of folks. And I'm not talking about physical strength. I'm talking about like mentally strength. Like you have a very strong mind and things of that nature. Like those who go through obstacles in life. You may go to this thing through a whole lot of shit. Nobody do not explain. Rather than be a relationship with a lost one, not having money in your accounts. Things just ain't going right, and you're like, what in the fuck is going on? I mean, stuff like that. Obstacles that can easily make people fold and give up on life. Obstacles that if you really talk to a whole lot of homeless people, you will see that a whole lot of homeless individuals actually very intelligent. They just went through some tests and trials in their life that they couldn't handle because of the pressure that came along with it. So some of them has to, forget life and everything and just really hit the fold. Some of you might have that type of mindset some days, where you're just like, man, forget this shit. I can't do it no more. I just gotta do it. But when you look back at everything you've been through, and yes, I know I'm cursing and things, and my apologies for the cursing. Let you guys know right now. Say so many times. Boy, this ain't Christian is not perfect. So I'm going to slip up, even the words. My apologies. So you know what? I'm gonna try not to curse the rest of this podcast. How about that? I'm gonna try to do it. On the row, I take this. Look back. Different obstacles. Some of you might be leaving class, some of you may not. Some of you might be like, you're probably gonna start with jumping on the podcast. It's cool, go ahead. I'm trying to reach the ones that actually need to listen and things. The ones that don't want to listen, that's cool. It's cool. Because you're gonna come back to this podcast anyways. Because it's gonna be something that I'm gonna say that's gonna perk up your ears, gonna make you say, ooh, let me listen to what this young man has to say. But some of you have been through some stuff. You came out on top, and you didn't know how you came out on top. Like you just came out stronger than ever. That's what I mean by strength. When I lost my great grandfather, Christmas night, 2014. The main word that came to my mind was strength. And the reason why that came to my mind is my great grandfather was always a strong man. And very quiet and things. But when he talked, oh yeah, listen, World War II vet as well. World War II veteran. But at the same time, when he talked, he was there. And he had control of the room in a loving way with your family. Like, you feel the love and you feel the respect that he gets. Period. When he was slipping, I said to myself, anybody that disrespects my grandparents, I'm yapping. For those of you that don't understand hood terms, yapping machines, you about to mess that person up because they mess up with the family. And you don't allow nobody to mess with the family. Those of you may understand that from different contexts. Somebody that's trying to mess with the family. Whether your parents, your siblings, whatever, even if your siblings get each other's nerves, you still got love for them. And you know, if anything happens, you know, you're gonna get that person. You're gonna yap at them. But if you yap at that person, that can't say nada. Shit messing up, you know, that person's birthday. Straight up. But other than that, though, when it comes to strength, like I said before, those of you, y'all been through some things. Y'all seen some things. Y'all been through life lessons to which you can bless somebody else and how to overcome it. Literally. You can bless somebody on how to overcome certain obstacles and things. My fiance slash wife. Here's why I said slash wife. Because those who know who this is. You know that may know me. And I know that you saying I was married. Kind of like, yes. So I say kind of. That's because I haven't done the official type of thing just yet. But the reason why I keep that context is because, to be real with y'all, I can easily try to give you somebody else. But the blessing that I have with the missus right now, but you want to talk about somebody that has strength, they can have a testimony. I'm going to get my wife on the podcast with me. I'm going to let her whole testimony. What she goes through. Mentally health-wise. Before me and her had met, she told me some things, stuff like that. And I was like, yo, you went through all of this? And the funny thing is, those of you that know the story, I think I said it before, a few years ago in the podcast. Like those of you that know the story, you know that me, the missus, we met on Page. When the T-Mobile had the little sidekick phones. T-Mobile Sidekick LX, which to me was one of the best damn T-Mobile phones that had the keypad on it. I mean, one of the best. I wish they brought them back. I would not be using this iPhone XR right now. I miss a little slide-in feature where you open the phone, goes like click, you know, with the little slide-in thing. So the swivel, there we go. I miss that swivel feature, man. I mean, it was a dope phone. It's a shame that T-Mobile had to shut it down. I'm gonna have to hit them up and get on Twitter like, when y'all need to bring it back. Y'all need to bring it back and make it better. Like, that would be a dope throwback. I would literally give my iPhone XR to my little sister, one of my family members, and then after that, we'll go ahead and the music will be done. Hold on real fast, ladies and gents. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gents. But yeah, so those of you that know the story, you heard me off of Powered by Danger, which was created by Shark. If you ever heard of Shark quotes and things of that nature, Shark is a Japanese company that actually had made and created. No, they didn't make stuff. I was just saying that because it's but no, Shark was the people that actually had created a Powered by Danger website, which, you know, talk about with T-Mobile sidekicks and things of that nature. Those that had issues with their phones and stuff like that. You know, it was basically a forum for those that had the T-Mobile Sidekick, Sidekick Original, Sidekick 2, Sidekick 3, which I think like the Sidekick 2 and the Sidekick 3 is its own phone to the Sidekick LX and just smash the game completely. You know, those were big phones. And if you guys remember the original emojis, it was called text tones or something like that. It's like a little smiley face that you make with a little number keypad of that nature. Our brother was slinging a little Texcon thing. You know, had the little characters. Got it from different individuals and some from different women across the United States and stuff like that. That's how it actually met her off the website. We exchanged the little emotional Texcon things, and then certain people that I have met, still friends with to this day. And some other folks that I got in touch with, stuff like that. Me and the missus, we've been on each other about 10 or 10 years now. So yeah, and we met off of one website back in 2008. And it's funny, you know, before we get back to the regular podcast, and hold on for 1 second again, ladies and gents, let me pause this real fast. Sorry about that again, ladies and gents. One of the coworkers was asking me about some questions about something. So yeah, like I said earlier, I could easily take advantage of the session, whatever, but I choose not to. That's how I do my work and done. I can school anybody at my job easily, and they can't say nothing. Especially when you can do a couple of airplanes by yourself and clean it by yourself while somebody else. Yeah. So shout out to that. Other than that, you know, the wife story things of that nature. I would just say we just met on that website, and after that we just became cool friends, and got out of one relationship that didn't work and everything anymore for about a year and a couple months. And with the girl I'm with right now, yeah, you know, been together for a minute. And another reason why I got with her, because she was Christian. Literally. And to be real with y'all, some of y'all might be like, oh, you got Joseph Christian. I said, you have to remember, in our day and age, we still live in the biblical times and stuff like that. Just different scenarios and things when it comes to how certain objectives and stuff is done. But at the same time, like it says in the Bible, don't get with a carnal woman, which means somebody that will give you trouble and just complaining and nagging and things of that nature. Just trust me, the fruit could look very sweet on certain things, but that fruit could cause a whole lot of issues. So wait for 1 second, ladies and gents. Okay, if my coworkers don't stop interrupting me, I'll try to do my job. But it's my coworkers because they know that I do a lot. And to be real, I really should not be doing this big aircraft that I'm doing, but I follow the airport because I'm like, I do this at 3:30. But when you're doing first class, and once you get up to first class, you know how big it is. And things of that nature. I'm like, you know what? I can easily feel like I ain't want to do it, but I'm like, nah. I ain't feel like there's a little small air pressure on the crew. Hold on once again. Real fast, ladies and gents. Let me get back with y'all. Alright, ladies and gents. So yeah, so with that, I forgot what I was talking about. I think I was talking about the wife and things of that nature. Yeah, we've known each other for so long. So, but yeah, other than that, but knowing her, we know a person for that long amount of time. You know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. And sometimes you still learn new things along the way in life. Some things that they didn't really want to tell because they didn't want to hurt your feelings or they didn't know how you're going to react to it. And whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to my wife, I will have her on the podcast. I want her to tell her story. Because it's a story of strength and endurance. And actually, endurance is also one of the key words. I think that's the word for Thursday. So, wait 1 second. All right, ladies and gents. So, yeah. So, with that, I have battery life. Okay, I'm at 41%. I'm cool. I ain't worried about that. But yeah, so with that though, just for like I said earlier, I'm gonna have my wife come on the podcast when he says, let her tell the story to you guys and things, because there's been a whole lot of health issues that she has been going through and stuff like that. And knowing your folks asked me about her, I said, yeah, you know her, feeling anything good. Knowing what's actually going on. And the reason why I don't really tell folks about business like that is because I'm a very private person. So whatever me and my wife talk about and stuff like that, I don't need to let it be known to everybody. But she has been going through some little health issues and things of that nature, to which she is coming out on top, by God's grace. And she's why I mentioned God a lot. Yes. For those who don't know. And she's why I mentioned I'm not a perfect Christian when it comes to this walk and things of that nature. It's not. It's very hard. And especially tough when your relationship is a long distance relationship. That's even tougher. But that right there is also testimony as somebody that can have the strength to not try to slip up. Because I've slipped up before. It was not a cool feeling. But that's because some of the emotions overtake. But you should never ever, unless your emotions overtake you and you fall in love. Well, you can't really say fall in love with somebody else, but you have a connection with somebody else that could be great sometimes. But there are times where that other person in the with y'all can have that missing link that the main one that you got there already has. So, yeah, it's a trip. But the reason why I added strength to the words for this week is for the fact that you have to have the strength to go through things. Even in business, you have to have the strength to go through things. Because there's a whole lot of weak people that cannot, not kitchen, a whole lot of weak people that do not have the strength to face the adversities and financial growth and stuff when it comes to running a business or even being a leader. There's a whole lot of folks that don't have the leadership qualities. There are some folks that do have it, but they don't take certain positions as certain. But they don't take certain positions as certain jobs and things of that nature because they don't want to. It's like I said earlier in the podcast. You dealing with certain elements that, you know, over your job, they can easily like, you're fired. If you speak your mind. The bumps? Not yet. I have legal do it, but I think somebody else would get it. We're still working in the first class part. That's because I have to really make sure that everything was monitored properly here. And that's how my cool supervisor said that I was going to make sure that everything on this aircraft looks pretty good. Because then when they get no phone call from nobody saying why wasn't such and such aircraft not cleaned properly, and then I'm not the type that be snitching like that, but I will say the other crew that's on here, you can holler at them because they do their work right. But the people that I'm running through with, they OGs in the game that taught me the ropes. And to be real, I'm so they know my work ethic. They know my work ethic from day one when I started in 2012. So they know how I get there. And to be real, they see the leadership qualities I have. Most of them had told me we should be a supervisor or manager. I tell them not with certain individuals I work with. Cool with certain managers and stuff. Knowing my mouth and me being being the youngest owner, so understanding running business, I kid you not, I will not hold back on certain things. Something about the ministries. Because the Holy Spirit put me in check real quick. Like, bruh, man, don't go off with the mouth with that. Don't bring the South Central not right now. So yeah. Let's get on to the next post. Let's get on to the next topic. But yeah, have the strength No, and I mean have the strength, ladies and gents, to overcome adversity and things that are going on and stuff like that. So just always remember that. Let's continue. So I think for the next topic that I was posted on Tuesday, which was aired November 27th, if I'm not mistaken. November 27th, I believe, on the Grind Tuesdays. The second topic I talked about, I think that was patience. Talk about patience. And here's the reason why. Your boy is not a patient person. And I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I am not a patient person when it comes to certain things. At my job, because it's fast paced. Folks, to let you know, our brother is a speedy in things on how I run operation, stuff like that. What I mean by running my own operation, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about how I get down with working. I move fast, and especially, like I said earlier, was in my job. You have 5 minutes on the aircraft. I kid you not. The first thing that comes to your mind is, okay, we got 5 minutes. So I mastered the art of time. In a sense to which I see like a football gameplay or anything sports related competition. I see it and I go after it. And I go after the time and I kill the time by finishing on time. But the crazy thing is, with that time, though, there are times where I don't have the patience to actually try to get things done and stuff like that. So, oh my bad. So with that, I try my best to not do certain things and just move at a fast pace. Even while I'm doing my job, I'm moving at a fast pace. To which I just need to chill. And that's what I mentioned. My bad. That's what I mentioned earlier about whatchamacallit, relaxing. But the reason why I have mentioned patience is because in business, you need to have patience when dealing with certain things. And what I mean by dealing with certain things, I mean dealing with different transactions that you try to make. Certain moves. You waited on certain individuals to bring certain funds that they have paid for a product or for a service. And those individuals that didn't bring the certain funds to you, trust me, it can be, let me grab that pen on the camera, it can be draining to which you just like, really? You get pissed off about it, and then you're like, damn, like I gotta, ooh. So you have to be strong about it. And things. I mean, even with business, you have to have the patience in order to do what needs to be done. But on the show, things your business together. To get things done. And when we rush in life to try to get certain things done, we miss out on a lot. So we cannot be rushing. I've been doing that for about the past couple years now. Rushing, try to get shit done. And I kid you not. It works well at my job. But when it comes to doing what I really want to do, I miss out on the bigger picture. And that's not good at all. So I had to calm myself down to not be rushing in life. Just to try to get something done. Because I feel like I don't have that much time. Which is crazy. Because time... See, you guys need to go ahead and listen to When the World Comes, Value One, One Picture of Mixtape that I have put out on Apple Music and Spotify and things, because I mentioned about time and why time is valuable, but at the same time why you cannot rush time to do the things that you want to get done, because we can all rush time. But we all know, as it says in the Bible, though, we don't have that much time to do certain things. Hopefully I didn't say that out of context. But at the same time, we have to just be mindful of how much time that we use. We have to be very mindful of that. Because time is away from us. But we cannot be rushed by it. I mean, it's almost like a very complicated process as to how time is and things of that nature. But you know what? Have the patience to get done the things you want to get done and learn the things you want to learn. And that way, everything be straight. So, let's continue. So on the next post, where is it at? Oh, so far my birthday, November 28, 2018. On a Wednesday. Talk about colors. No, don't be so long. I'm taking this thing for you. Don't worry about me. These blankets right here, don't worry about the mattress pads. Let me bring them up there. I'm gonna tell that same thing to Bethany. Let me see how many more this is. My bad. Let's get a play-by-play. What I...
Leave them there and now you bring them.
Alright. Let me check. We need
2 more. That's it.
2 more?
2 more. That's it.
Alright, so I'll
On
put...
this side. We need more on the other side.
Okay, so put 2 more. I think I see 3 over there. So I'll put this one over here. 3 more? I'm aiming for the bags. Let me see. Real quick. We got 1, 2. Okay. Alright, so that will be number 2. And I'll bring back 3 more. This is 5 bags on each side. 5 and 5. I'll bring 3 more bags on each side. Yeah. Oh, that's yeah, that's bag number 3. So I need 2 more, and there we go. My bad. Nah, I told them not to bring. I told them not to carry. I was trying to take out to carry the heavy ass bags. I'm saying all through my podcast and everything and stuff like that. That's it right there. Well, they getting the play-by-play, but I'm doing it anyway, so. But you know what? Ladies and gents, I think that's there. Tolerance. You gotta have the tolerance to get things done. You have to have the tolerance to deal with certain people and individuals and things in life. You have to have the tolerance to actually not bust up the blanket bags, but you have to have the tolerance to push over. Yeah, that's the last one. Any more? Nah, that's actually it. I think we had some round bags. Yep, these be the last one. Hopefully. Alright. rest of the stuff. Don't worry about it. Y'all go ahead and chill. Y'all did enough, and I appreciate y'all. And y'all know I be stubborn, so I don't ask for no help.
Here, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all know I be stubborn, so I don't ask for no help. But this time I said, yeah, let me go. Girl, that's let's go Sagittarius. That's how we get down.
Go up there.
Not being a black man, being a Sagittarius. I got the rest of the stuff. Y'all just go ahead and chill. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Chill. Y'all work hard now. Let me finish the rest. Okay. But yes, so ladies and gentlemen, you have to have tolerance for things in life. And especially, you know what, when you guys feeling, you have to have tolerance for the little messy down. You try to make things happen, and things will come out the way it's supposed to. Yes. That's what you say. That's what you have to tolerance. Have to tolerance for that. Have to tolerance for things just when life goes short term long, and you lie. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what? Once you have the tolerance level at a certain degree, you can accomplish and take care of things. And guess what? You'll be alright. Life is so much more enjoyable. And you have to worry about nothing. Take it from me. I know firsthand. Literally. So we're going to continue on the podcast. And I was going to give you the dictionary definitions of these words. But we're going to freestyle it right now. Let me give you my little definition. So, let's continue with the next topic. And I forgot what it was. The next topic was endurance. So for Daily Tips Thursdays, February 29, 2018. What are you talking about? Endurance. All right. If I'm not mistaken. Let me actually take another look. Yeah. Endurance. Well, it's Thursday. And here's the reason why I think it's to have endurance. Business or life. You get burnt out really quickly. I mean, you get burnt out so quickly. You get burnt out to the point where you're just like, man, F everything, whoop, F everything. All of that. And I mean, you get to that point where you just be like, F it. Literally. But when you have the endurance, ladies and gents, to face it and things, have the endurance to forgot to bring it. Thanks.
Tell him you feel like great amount of break.
To accomplish what you want to accomplish. Guess what? You need to break. You have the endurance to really face the race and just take care of business and really move forward on it and really push and really get things done. You have the endurance, ladies and gents, of working at a certain place that you just like, and we can accomplish anything. When you have that endurance, I'm telling you, it's a blessing, especially in business or whatever. Because now, you be like energized and just keep on going and going and going. At the same time, don't burn your endurance out. Make sure that you do get the proper rest that you need. Make sure that you do take a break every once in a while. You see CEOs and things take breaks from working their asses off, finna put something. Part of your career, you gotta get the endurance levels up, man. Let the body regenerate. You know, you have to. It's your mindset. What I mean by that is, go to certain places where your thoughts is not screwed up just by the elements that you're around. That's why we do the podcast each and every Tuesday at the beach. Y'all think I'm just up over there looking at the ocean and stuff. I'm trying to build back my endurance stuff. Because I know I gotta come back to WF on Wednesday to work. So, you gotta build up your endurance. You gotta build up your strength. That is what's important. Other than that, though, the last topic for today is November 30th, 2018. It's a very interesting one because I wasn't quite sure as to how I was going to do this. I think these newsletters are going anyways. But actually, I'll be real with y'all. It was a topic that I wasn't quite sure I was going to talk about, or I actually didn't know which word I was at. Something just keeps saying mindfulness. 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 And I'm like, why is it saying mindfulness? What's the reason for that? Part of the reason for that is because you really have to be mindful of the things that you do and the people that you talk to. Yes, I mentioned earlier in regards about managers and bosses and stuff like that have an ego, set tripping and things, and just be all out of the ordinary what they do. But at the same time, be mindful with your words and what you say to individuals. Straight up. I know, ladies and gentlemen, there be times where you want to cut somebody up for real because they done did you wrong. They have a regular job that you guys are working at. You know what? Especially in business, you want to beat the hell out that employee because they accuse you of something wrong. They went off the mouth and now you look at them sideways like, who the hell you talking to? Like, motherfucker, you don't think I can beat your ass? Woo! Let me bring myself back. But that's what I mean by mindfulness, though. You have to be mindful of just the words that you say. Just be mindful of the things that you do. Just be mindful of just the. Dang, he took the water out of here. Be mindful of every little thing that goes on behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6, and 7. So this is this. This way, 1, 2. Well, yeah, you have to be mindful. Even with people's feelings, you have to be mindful of it. And that right there can be a hard one to do. Being mindful of people's feelings. You just be like, man, F y'all, I don't care. Literally. I'll be real with y'all. I had some little type of thoughts before. I was just like, man. But then I stopped and I think. And then the Holy Spirit puts you in check too, so you really can't get away from that. But be mindful of your words. How you treat people, what you say to people, how you act for them. Just like about to be mindful right now. I said, hold on, real quick. Ladies and gents. Alright, at the chart, hold back to the rest of the podcast. at the end of the day, be mindful. They suggest you talk to, we're giving out the things of that nature. Everything is all together. Oh yes, be mindful of your people. Be mindful of your people. Be mindful of individuals and just everybody else in general. Once you do that, life is so much more greater and a blessing. You can see things from a different perspective and stuff like that. So, with that, ladies and gents, I'm going to turn to today's podcast. Just really appreciate your review. I really get the background. So, with that, all right, I'm back. So, with that, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning to today's podcast, which was very interesting. You guys heard how I get down a bunch of excuse of calling different things. That's just how it goes sometimes. But I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning to today's podcast. You can also find it at hiphopproductionscm.com. That is hiphopproductionscm.com. And once again, I will have this up later on. And then stay tuned for the video podcast, which will be happening this upcoming Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a good one. Well, with that, though, you can catch me. Once again, my website is hiphopproductionscm.com. I go by the name of Q Morris, known as Q of Hip Hop Production. Business Finance, aka Moses Wilson, followed by Nicholas Fest. So with that, ladies and gents, I catch you guys on the flip side. Have a wonderful and blessed Friday. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. And with that, I'll see you guys next Friday. So yeah, stay tuned next Friday for week 105. And with that, your boy, Peace and Peace. Signing out. I'm about to make a business right now. Just got off work and get some money. Okay. I'm gonna get this radio show on the track sometime on all days, so stay tuned for that. With that, your boy, Peace and Peace. Sayonara. One love. We out. Deuces.